he scores, and his teammates are all in there. And I reach in there and I grab his stick, and I pull his stick. And he goes, Tiger, he says, Sittler already asked me for my stick before the game.
Clearing the crease. Oh. Clearing the crease. Hey, hey,
Welcome back to the Clearing the Crease podcast, powered by Ozone. Well played. Sobalski, Kami, Razor, and hockey royalty is in the house. I feel like I need to do that Wayne's World. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Two absolute rock stars of the hockey universe. Tiger Williams, Daryl Sittler. Gentlemen, please.
Yeah, thank you.
What a treat.
Thank you very much for coming.
We were just talking. Can you explain, like, the Department of Clarification needs an answer to this? So much has been made, the recent anniversary, about the 50th anniversary of the 10-point game for you, Daryl. And somehow you wound up a -2 that night?
-2, yeah.
-2? How the HE double hockey sticks did that happen?
Well, because you always gotta enhance the story, right?
Okay.
And you gotta have another line other than what he did, you know. So you gotta have somebody that you can pick on. So I'm always the guy. I always put my hand up. Right?
He's trying to grab.
Because it's not easy being -2 when your team scores 11 goals. I mean, think about that. How hard that is. 4 goals scored against, and you're on for half of them.
Yeah, there's always a story within the story. That's what he's trying to say, Tiger.
Yeah. And I wasn't on his line that night anyway, so I wasn't going to get a plus anyway because he stole all the goals and the assists. So there was nothing left for Uncle Tiger anyway.
So, insinuating you were a puck hog that night, Daryl.
Yeah, 6 assists. That wasn't. Oh,
Yeah.
4 assists. Sorry.
Yeah, 4.
6.
Anyway, that's hard to believe. 50 years ago.
Yeah, it is.
But you know the great part about it, like the Leafs, you guys probably saw they honored me in January, and one of the things that I wanted for them to invite all the players who played in that game. And I think there's only about 11 or 12 of us left, you know, which is hard to believe.
Yeah.
The guys have passed away, but it was nice for all of us to get together. And you know, you guys have played on teams where there's a camaraderie and a chemistry there. We had that back in the 70s, and we have the opportunity when we're all spread out wherever our lives are, get together. It just comes back, and it's a happy time for all of us. Hey, Tiger.
Well,
Yeah, actually, and there was 2 guys that didn't make it. One guy we couldn't find, Gordie McRae. We still haven't, so we don't know where he is.
Okay.
And the other guy was Patty Boutette. Kind of got snowed in Fort Myers. I didn't know it snowed in Fort Myers.
It snowed in Fort Myers, Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was nice. The other 9 guys all rallied up and come for his event because it was, you know, I mean, if you think Gretzky didn't break that night.
That feels
And
untouchable.
Gretz told me one time that they either wanted to beat it so bad that towards the end there, he'd in the third period, if they were ahead, he'd planned the whole period. He said, I was just dying. I was so tired.
So when you say that game was against Minnesota, and I remember watching it at home, and Wayne had 8 points at the end of the second period, and I'm watching, I'm thinking, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
And they kept him on the ice the whole third period. Wayne says to me, he says, I was so friggin' tired, Slats wanted me to do it, and I didn't do it, but you know, it was kind of cool.
Touching on that night, I read it today. So your jersey went missing. And you got it back, I think, in 2018. What the hell happened
So what's so different about today? So we wore the same jersey the whole season.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the owners didn't buy a new jersey.
No, you're getting one.
And we didn't think to keep
not
it
your
at the end
owner
of the
at that
season.
time either, right?
We didn't think to keep it. So Ballard, our owner, I guess, had it, and so at some point in time gave it to somebody else. And fast forward at 40 years, that jersey surfaced in New Jersey. A guy who's in the collection business bought 150 NHL game used jerseys, and he's going through it, and he sees this one of me, and he's thinking, well, 70s, whatever. And because we wore those jerseys all year long, if they ripped, the trainers just sewed them up. In this particular jersey, I had ripped the stem on it, and the trainer sewed it crooked. So there are 3 or 4 markings like that, distinct that made it the jersey, eh? So a couple of my buddies, I was their childhood idol. They've done well in their life. They've got some extra cash. They found it. They bid $200,000 with the idea to bring it back to Canada. It was in Houston in a auction there, and then took some pictures with it. But it was kind of cool for me and Tiger and these guys that I wore it out at center ice, and here we are. They still have it, and it was pretty special to think that all these years later it surfaces back in Toronto. And,
Yeah, it's awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, like speaking of like memorabilia, obviously a night like that, you don't think in the moment like I need to collect this or I had to pull that away. And
Nowadays
so-
they do though. They're grabbing their gloves at
Right
the end
away.
of the first period and selling them in sticks and all that other stuff.
And it's going to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Well, I have to correct you on that because the first time Gordie Howe come back in the NHL, and he was with Hartford, the first game at Maple Leaf Gardens, he started the game obviously, and he scored on the first shift. That's how good we were checking him because we're too busy.
should watch that guy.
We're too busy trying to get his autograph. And, so he scores, and his teammates are all in there. Now I reach in there, like, grab his stick, like, pull his stick. And he goes, Tiger, he says, Sittler already asked me for my stick before the game.
I have a stick. Yeah.
You asked him before the game.
Yeah, what I would do back then, when guys were coming into our building and I thought they might retire in the next year or two, I would ask our trainer to ask their trainer for a stick. So I've got a pile of different Bobby Halls.
So who do you have? You got
Marilyn-
Bobby Hall.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a bunch of
You
them.
got a-
Merrill Lemieux, Brett Hall, Hasek. I think I got a Stan Makita.
Did you get a Belleville or?
Bobby Orr,
Bobby Orr.
game use. So those are all cool things. Yeah.
Really cool.
Now they're worth as much as we made back then.
No kidding, right? That is wild. How did you two have had such a strong relationship? Where did it form? Did it start just in camp or just over the years? Like, how did you two really bond the way you
Well, I mean,
Oh, it's just about-
I think over the years, and then I lived out after my first year. Brenda and I moved out to Mississauga, and he was nearby. So, and Wendy was such a good mentor to a young woman, my wife. It just went like that. And then when we were playing together, I would.
I'm going to get him a Kleenex commercial.
Anyway, I just had in my head, I have to look after him.
So, hey, Tiger and I have been buddies, and Lanny, we're all kind of connected, which is great. But I'll tell you a Tiger Williams story the first time I met him. So we draft
That's
him.
what I was going to ask.
Oh, I want to cry.
We draft him out of junior. So I'm in the league 4 or 5 years at the time, and you say Tiger Williams, 600 minutes and penalties from somewhere out west, and he's our second round pick, right? So you're kind of in tune a little bit. So he comes to training camp. First day of training camp. We're getting dressed, and I'm the type of guy, I want to get dressed. I want to be the first guy on the ice. That's just my mentality. I don't tell anybody, but that's just who I am, right? So I start walking out Maple Leaf Gardens ice, and I look behind me. Tiger's behind me, right? Well, it's kind of cool, right? So I get on the ice, I'm skating around, and I look back, and he's not on the ice yet. He's standing on the door, and he's looking around. And it's Saskatchewan kid. My dad's a Leaf fan. First time on Maple Leaf Garden. That's what I see, right?
Yeah.
So I think, oh, that's kind of cool. And all of a sudden he gets on the ice and he skates as hard as he can over the, and he hits the boards and he falls down on his friggin' knees. He gets up and he hits the other board. I go, holy shit, you know? So they started a scrimmage. They started a scrimmage. He didn't even know they dropped the puck. He just kicked the shit out of Ian Turnbull. The first thing, who happened to be the closest guy to him. And that's
Poor guy.
so that's how I got to know Tiger, kind of the character of the guy to begin with.
Might as well let him know who I am.
Yeah, real early. I could probably take a guess on the answer, but I don't think I've ever asked you this. How'd you get the nickname Tiger?
When I was
Yes, but I'd like
when
to
I
hear from you.
first started playing, kids hockey, I think I was 6 years old. Our coach's name was Johnny Norman, and he at the end of the year in Weyburn, Saskatchewan, he bought us all little windbreaker coats,
Sure, yeah.
and he put Tiger on the sleeve.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And it stuck. For good reason. He was right. I'll tell you that.
Carried through.
He was right.
Yeah, it was that basic.
Yeah,
of a
okay.
deal. Yeah.
Cool.
And it stayed with you the whole way through.
The one thing about what I admire about Tiger, so there's Lanny and I and Boria, we had the skill set, but Tiger made himself not only from a tough guy, he was a good junior player, obviously they got drafted second all, but to a complete hockey player, you know?
Yeah.
And he wasn't fun to play against. I wouldn't have never wanted to play against him. If he's on your team, even today, if he's on your team, you want him on your team, you know? So that's the kind of guy he is, you know? So
I just messaged my dad earlier. He was texting me, I'm going back to Calgary next week or whatever. And I said, yeah, sorry, you know, we've been doing this the last couple of days. And I said, yeah, no, just out in Toronto, just doing interviews, actually with Daryl Sittler and Tiger Williams. And my dad responded, he's like, oh, that's great. He goes, I used to go watch Tiger and Swift Current because my dad's from Saskatchewan, from Val-Marie.
Val-Marie,
Yeah.
home of Brian
Trottier.
Hometown of Brian Trottier.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I used to go watch Tiger play the Swift Current Broncos. He's like, he brought a lot of energy. Oh yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
But Tiger, you like in a league and in a sport where I think for years people have screamed for personality. Like you're one of the all-time personalities in a league that, you know, Daryl, you could probably speak to, like it was very much more of a stay in your lane, be humble, all that. Here you are, maybe the most iconic goal celebration ever. And as somebody who lives in Vancouver, you're revered there, you're revered here in Toronto. But the stick, riding the stick, I mean, where did that come? Where did that come from? And where was the personality always there?
I could tell you as clear as a bell that that was my first game back to Toronto after I got traded to Vancouver. And it was a very tight game. It was a 2-2 game going in the last 5 minutes. I happened to score the goal. And you know, when you score that goal in the last 5 minutes, you usually win the game. And it just happened. I never did it before in my life. I never thought about it. It just happened. But probably one side of my noodle said, well, you guys got rid of me. I'm going to jam it up your ass. So that's kind of was part of it too. So
where are you? Are you on the bench or are you on the ice for that?
I'm on the bench watching him. I wasn't a minus on that one.
Well played. Well played. That's an Ozune well played right there, Daryl.
Cool part of that story was when Tiger was there, Harold Ballard bought the Hamilton Tiger Cats, right? And he had tigers on the ice, right? Tiger, remember that?
Yeah.
And he had a jacket, one leaf, blue and white with a leaf logo, and then the black and yellow Tiger Cat jacket. And when Tiger would score a goal from time to time in Maple Leaf Garden, he'd go and touch the tigers for Ballard, eh? So two colorful characters.
Oh my God.
Well, one of the reasons for that was the league wanted him to take the Hamilton Tiger Cats off the boards. They were also on the boards. And so Mr. Ballard said to me,
And they didn't want that
if
sponsorship.
you ever score a goal or you do something, make sure you go touch the tiger, you know, the Tiger Cat. And then, so he just told the league, well, they're the Hamilton Tiger Cats and my Tigers, so stick it up your ass. They're not going anywhere.